Hello everyone and welcome back to the techystack channel. So today we'll try to explore one more topic on the document understanding. So basically when you see I have the two different invoices PDF files are there. So we'll just have a look into that what type of data. So this is the one invoice. From this invoice I need to fetch this registration number and this order number, order date and these three things. So we need to fetch these three things. So here the problem is while you are extracting we are facing the some issues. So already I have designed the logic, everything here. We'll go one by one. What type of issues it will come and how we can rectify this. We'll go one by one and we'll check whether these two data is extracting or not. So as of now, I have the two different files. So whether two data extraction is working with fine or not. If the data is not extracting and what type of extractors we need to use here, we'll export those things as well. So this is a thing when I go this taxonomy, I have built here the two things. One is for the Amazon overall is hierarchy is invoices, and under this I have this Amazon invoices and Flipkart invoices. So as of now, we are just concentrating on the Amazon invoices as well. So forget about this data table. So just we are concentrating on these fields. Okay. When you check here, so everything it's load the taxonomy and I loop these files. So here I have the two different Amazon PDF files. So just I will extracting and I will process this data and I will just check whether data is extracting able to extract properly or not. We'll check in the present validation station. We'll till run there up to there. And this export, let it be. This is fine, not an issue. So just we'll concentration on this. How the data we can extract. So that's the important point. So now here I used here classification results. So we'll check with this. So just I'm running this automation. So the code, everything has built it normal way, not with the complex one. So just I build it and just running this automation. We'll see. So what type of errors it throws and how we can rectify those things. So this is the run first invoices. When I go and check here, I have the 98%, 98% and 81%. So when you check here 81%, just go to that invoice number. So where is that invoice number? FFPS. Is it exactly FFPS? Okay, so it's not got extracted properly. When you check this data was not extracted properly, invoice number. So this is the invoice number. I have this MAA4, but it got extracted something different. And when I go and check this invoice details, so it got extracted GJ something. So when I go for the invoice date, okay, fine. This also got extracted something wrong. So GST number, this also is got extracted something wrong. So I'm not sure. It might be extracted from this here or might be here. So it got something issue with this file. So here what I did, let me close this. Just I will submit and close this. So one invoice was done. 1 second. Okay, let me check this file path. Okay, current text. So this is a file path. Now the file path is Amazon 2. Just I'm running this one. So when I run this, I got through the error and it's saying this index was outside of the boundaries. So basically it's saying boundary of the array. It's not satisfied that boundary. Um, how we can resolve that first error means, so whatever this classification results is not, just remove this classification results and you can just add this document type ID. So where you can get this document ID means go to this here and document processing and open this JSON file. From this you can get this document ID. Okay, so you can take what type of you're getting now. So either it might be the Flipkart or might be the Amazon invoices. So this is the document type ID. You can just take this one and how it's look like this data. So already I just copied and pasted here. So invoices, Amazon invoices, you can take that and I'm updating here. Okay, now we'll check it will run for both invoices or not. We'll check that first thing. So forget about the data, whether it's extracting wrong data or right data. So that one we'll discuss next couple of minutes. We'll discuss that. So right now our target is whether data, sample data or whatever data, it's working for two files or not. Validation will check next part. So now it's taking which file. I will keep one breakpoint here. Okay, now when you check, okay, this is fine. Just it's extracted the data. So here the extracted data is not properly. So it just okay, the data got extracted. Now the second invoice it's got perfect. So now when I check this here, order number, it's not extracted this order number. And when you see this order date, it got extracted men's slim fit, but actually the order number is this one. So this should, I mean, order date is this one, but it got extracted men's slim fit. So how I taken this one? So I taken like this custom area. So when you go with custom area, so all invoices are not the same. For example, if you go one order invoice, so this data might be the come here. Why? It's because when you go to this sold by, so this address might be the small, might be the big, or maybe the shipping address might be the small or might be the big. Similar way, billing address might be the small or it has some multiple lines. So that's why when you go with custom area, it might be the change every time. This won't standard, so there is no standard, this will come here. But when you go template, when you see order number, order date, these are the standards. When you see positions, not standard. So that's why we are not able to get this accurate data. So just I will click and close. Okay, here what we got first problem. So the first problem is boundary of the index got fixed. Okay. Now the next issue is, so data was processing, but it's not extracting the correct accurate data. So I go with this here form extractors. It's not extracting, and there is no accurate for that. So to avoid these type of things, so we go for another extractor, which is we call regex extractor. Okay, just type this extractor and you can see the multiple extractors: form extractor, generative extractor, machine learning extractor, these things, and regex extractor. As of now, I'm just we're concentrating on the regex base extractor. So just drag and drop, and this is not required now. I will just remove from this here. So just and go to this configure expression. So we need to configure this expression. So right now I need the order number. So if I want to get this order number, I need to go this edit, click on that edit, and I need to update this data here. So let me open this one sample file and I will show this how we can extract the data. So for example, I want this order number. Okay, just copy this and go to here. Okay, remove that double go. Okay, it's not copied. Huh? Let me go back there and I will copy the data. So copied. Now I will update this same data here. So now when you check this order number colon, which is not required, but I need the only the digits of number. So just go to this advanced. So already I have built that logic. I will show that how it will works. So I will go with one by one. This is for order number. So if you want, I will show you one more thing here. 0 to 9 plus. So it will give this. You can see this here. So 408 hyphen these things. So it's extracting my accurate data. Okay, but for example, if you say order number, it might be having some different. When you go with invoice number, also is having same format, then it's got difficult. So that's why we need to go with this order number. I need the order number data. From that order number data, I don't want this order number. I need only the number. So that's why we need to update this query. So just copy this and update. It will give the same result. So when you check here, now it's highlighted. So completely now I got this yellow color data. So once it is done, so if you want to capture that, just go to here. Here, the capture option is here. So just select this, I mean enable this capture. So once this is done, the data stored into this particular order number. So similar way, we need to go and open each and everything, and we need to validate that input, and we need to check that. So now I'm moving for the second. So this is for the order date. So how you can get run this means you can go with the regex builder is there. So from there you can write one by one query. So if you want this date format, so date we have the month, sorry, 0202. 4 means month having the 2 digits, and the date has a 2 digits, and year has a 4 digits. So like that we need to learn and we need to update here, it will work. So initially we can go check there and we can take this sample input and you can update this your query and it will work. Okay, just click on that save. And the third one is for the invoice number. Oh, 1 second. So this is for the invoice number, and you this here as advanced. Okay, just update. And don't forget, if you not this capture, the data might be not captured, so you cannot see this data for that. And now next is, this is for invoice details. So let me copy this for invoice details and every time you need to change this to advanced. So when you update this advanced, you can get. And one more thing, if you have for example, if you have make your email id, so you can just directly go with that email id. So if it is standard, so as of now it's not standard. I think, I mean, here I need to edit and I need to update it query. So that's why I'm using this here regex thing. So just let me copy this invoice date. This is for the invoice date and capture. And finally we have GST number. Okay, just copy this and advance update here. Once this is done, don't forget to capture. So now this is done. So my regex thing is done. So this should be keep it as ignore case and click on that save. So once this is done, go to this configure extractor and select this. So right now we are working on the invoices. A invoice is nothing but as Amazon invoices. If you can check this, the same fields are available here. So forget about this data table if it is there. So we are just concentrating on the fields. So now this is done. Now we'll run. So the automation is the same steps, nothing did. Only the regex based extractor we have added. Apart from all the things are same. So now we'll run this automation. And now we'll check whether data has been extracted with 100% accuracy or not. We'll check that. So first it will go with one invoice data and it will go to another invoice. So now when you check here, so I have not used this space one. I mean, space means token, and we have this area now. So I not use, I just use normal one. And when I go this next order number, so you can check this order number is 38 and the order date. When you check here all are the 100% accuracy, we'll verify that whether it's taking the data or not. So this is the date and invoice details. So this is the invoice detail 2324. I got it. Invoice date 7/1/2024, and we can see GST number ZR. Let me check this one. Okay, only the GST number it got mismatched and rest of the things are got matched. Maybe I not given here something wrong. GST registration number. Okay, GST registration number. Okay, forget about this. We'll check that as well. So now just click on that submit button and click on that save. And now it will go for the next invoice. We'll check here whether it will extract the correct or not. So when you check here 100%, all are 100%, and we can see this order number, it's got all are extracted, and GST number also it got extracted. So maybe something issue with that particular document. I will check that one. So let me click on that submit. So now you get to know how I mean, when you see one extractor is not working, so we need to move to the another extractor. If that is also not working, might be you need to collaborate with each other. So for example, some form extractors are working with the form extractors and some are working from the regex based extractor. Then you can configure while you are configuring. So these are working from his here and these are working from the this point. So you need to enable like that. Now we'll see why that this invoice data was not extracted properly. We need to check that. So let me click on this edit and I will go this here. Let me copy this registration GST. I will just check whether okay, it extracted fine. There is no issues with that. Okay, let me rerun and I will check before I will just keep one breakpoint here before the present validation date. Just I want to check data was extracted clearly or not. I want to check that. So when you check like this debug mode method, you will get clear understanding and how data is looks like. So I will go here document text. Document text. So just I need to check this document text whether it extracted them perfectly or not. So we can see this all the data converted to the text and it got extracted properly only. I want to just check the number. So GST where I found order number is there, order date is there. So GST registration number. Okay, it's extracted perfectly. There is no issues this one. And let me check here. GST invoice number. Here I have noticed the one thing. When you check here, file path is available. So when I go and check here, file path, this is with the Amazon too. So that's why every time it's opening the same file path. So just I will update this current dot hosting, then it will open the respective PDF document. So this is a one mistake which we did. I checked here. So now let me rerun this, and we can see that accurate data for this. So let me run in debug mode and will validate the data. So this is a way sometimes when you're trying to do that automation, these mistakes are very common. So make sure that while you're doing whether you got the accurate data or not, we need to check that. So now let me check this. So all are got 100%. So couple of things which got missed now. So we'll check this GST invoice number 2448 E1ZR, it's accurate, and invoice date is 8/1/2024. Let's go check. This the data got extracted. All the fields got extracted very properly, and we can see this invoice number. When you go and check here, it got extracted colon as well, but it's remove the colon from this when we use this regex form builder. Just click on that submit, and now we'll move for the second invoice as well. So the second invoice, pay Amazon dot to PDF. So now it will open the respective invoice and will validate that. So now when you check here, it got extracted again the same, all the fields got extracted. So when you just check all the having the 100%, it is so much for not it's so very good. So it got extracted all the things, and we can see this GST number is 1A1Z5. I mean last three digits I repeated 1ZA5, and we can see this all the data has been extracted very accurately. So this is the way how we can do that. First of all, we need to identify which thing is working well and good. So I go with this normal form extractor. It's having some messy and not getting the accurate data. Then I switch to the regex based extractor. Like that, if regex based extractor, most of the times it will work. So if it is not working, we can go with the generative extractor or machine learning extractor. So depends upon the criticality, we move to the higher level step. So still, if you have any doubts, try to comment on the comment section. I will try to explain on that. Thank you. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, make sure to hit that like button, share with your friends, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to turn off notifications so you never miss an upload.